Charan, The Leadership Pipeline, How to Build the Leadership-Powered Company. Discover the secrets of effective leadership with The Leadership Pipeline, How to Build the Leadership-Powered Company, by Charan. Delve into the world of systems thinking, understanding variability, and promoting Gemba in your organization to attain the highest level of efficiency and effectiveness. This book summary takes you on a journey of learning from key principles, successful management strategies, and practical problem-solving techniques to turn you into an astute and purpose-driven leader. Remember, greatness starts with a clear purpose.
Deming's impact on Japan's manufacturing reign. After World War II, General MacArthur brought expert W. Edwards Deming to Japan to teach American techniques. Deming taught total quality control, which the Japanese perfected. This approach demonstrates that everything forms part of a system, and companies that fail to recognize this ultimately fail. American manufacturers came to Japan to learn the secrets of TQC that include global quality standards, establishing long-term relationships with customers, good managers making good products, improving products and processes to decrease costs, and how companies, suppliers, and customers are partners. Committing to quality, cooperation, and trust makes everyone a winner. The competencies of good leaders. The most crucial part of any business system is good leadership. While many current fads in empowering people, motivating workers, and setting up teams are prevalent, none of these work without adequate systems. Good leaders have 5 primary competencies that make businesses thrive. The first competency of good leaders is having a systems mentality. Managers need to understand that any group with a manager is an organic entity that gets things done. To improve performance, one must reorient their thinking from individuals to systems. The goal should be to improve the system, and this can be done by understanding variability. Managers need to distinguish between common cause variables that cannot be controlled and special variables that can be acted upon. The second competency is having knowledge about people. Managers must be perceptive to those under their control. Instead of paternalism, exhibiting trust is essential. The third competency is PDSA orientation, where learning, knowledge, information, and data are critical. Planning, doing, studying, and acting are essential phases for managers to learn, adapt, and improve. Lastly, an exemplar of profound knowledge is a component of good leadership. This skill combines systems, learning, variability, and human behavior, and it's what sets good leaders apart. Think like Deming. In The Essential Deming, W. Edwards Deming highlights the importance of thinking in systems for effective management. A system encompasses interdependencies, interactions, and interplay on a broad scale, with subsystems and methods made of steps. Business systems can be modeled through the acronym SIPIC: suppliers, input, processes, output, customers, where suppliers provide input for processes to create output for customers. By understanding and continuously improving the system, managers can achieve quality products and services, customer satisfaction, and ultimately, business success. Creating Gemba, the flow of work. Gemba is a Japanese term used to describe the flow of resources and work. It is the synchronization and poetry in motion you achieve and everything is just right. According to manufacturing engineer Bill Warner, it is when his team is really in a groove. This book advocates creating Gemba at every step and provides 6 steps to achieve it. To create Gemba, identify the primary players and critical functions, design workflow, standardize best practices, eliminate waste, gather resources, and develop feedback mechanisms. More than 95% of problems within an organization come from systems, processes, and methods. Therefore, managers must reduce anxiety and boredom among direct reports, challenge them, and keep their purpose in mind. It is vital to monitor input to ensure that it meets the organization's standards and deliver only quality output. Managers must also pay careful attention to system components such as process design, materials, equipment, training, and staffing levels. Flowcharts such as the Planning Evaluation Review Technique chart help to track Gemba by mapping workflow and time, while the Opportunity Flowchart and Deployment Flowchart are useful additions. The importance of a clear business purpose. Many businesses lack a clear purpose, which results in ineffective decision-making and downsizing that leads to negative consequences. The book emphasizes the need for systems thinking to solve complex problems and outlines crucial questions leaders need to answer to develop a clear business purpose. Great management starts with knowing your basic values and beliefs and ensuring everyone in the company understands them. Achieving breakthrough improvement. Peter Drucker's philosophy of effectiveness versus efficiency provides a sensible standard for organizational success. By following 7 simple steps, organizations can achieve breakthrough improvement, taking a step back, examining capabilities, defining an ideal future, outlining a plan, getting to work, becoming an evaluator, and integrating findings for improvement. Change is difficult, but focusing on influential supporters yields greater impact than trying to change resistant individuals. Measuring progress towards goals. Gathering and utilizing data is essential to measure progress towards your goals. The book describes 4 types of data: opinion, observable, results, and process, and 8 steps to follow for collecting data. The steps involve defining the goal, identifying what to measure, understanding the purpose, fitting measurements into the broader picture, creating operational definitions, and developing the data starting small. The book highlights that knowing your progress is key and the right data can help you measure it precisely. Asking the right questions. Traditional who questions do not lead to positive outcomes in management. Rather, asking how questions like how can the organization improve operations leads to improvement. Performance appraisal is most valued by distant workers. Deeply probe an issue by asking why repeatedly. This reveals the root of the problem, such as low-quality gaskets from cost evaluation. Excellent leaders are clear about priorities. In the example of an oil puddle, the solution is to change purchasing policy. The poisonous side of the carrot and stick approach. Psychologist B.F. Skinner's carrot or stick approach may work for jackasses, but it's a poisonous attitude for modern businesses. This approach leads to terrible morale, substandard performance, cynicism, constant turnover, and worse morale. To break this vicious cycle, leaders must show interest in employees' welfare and help them achieve career goals. Employee performance appraisals should be replaced by a focus on lifelong learning, and the system should be improved to address unmotivated workers. The solution is not simplistic answers but a more nuanced approach that prioritizes employee well-being. The secret of great leadership. Effective leaders clearly understand and accommodate the needs of those who need to be led. The word dismal, meaning bad day, is a fitting description of poor leadership. To avoid being a dismal leader, make sure you are purposeful, focused, respectful of your team, and knowledgeable about your business. Great leadership is that simple.
In conclusion, the Leadership Pipeline, How to Build the Leadership-Powered Company, imparts vital knowledge on the principles of systems thinking, understanding variability, and promoting Gemba within organizations. By adopting a systems mentality, focusing on improving the system rather than blaming individuals, and practicing the PDSA cycle, you can revolutionize your approach to leadership. Ensuring a clear organizational purpose, measuring progress with data, and fostering a positive work environment will enable you to achieve breakthrough improvements. Embrace your role as a great leader and meet the needs of those you lead.